So here are my amazing buffalo chicken samosas with a blue cheese dip. Now this was an experiment, and I cooked this for the first time and it came out amazing. This is what I thought.
Oh my God, wow.
So they came out really well. So let's get cooking and I'll show you how I made them. So at this stage I'm just adding flour, salt and oil. So the aim here is to get a crumb texture. Then we're adding the water. Now be careful here, you want to slowly build it together. You don't want to add too much water. And then you want to leave it for a good 30 to 40 minutes just to rest. Now we're going to make the blue cheese dip, which is just a thick cream, which you're going to slowly heat up. Then you're going to add your chosen blue cheese. And then I like mine relatively chunky, but if you want it a smoother finish, then you can obviously blitz it afterwards if you wanted to. Then you add a bit of Worcestershire sauce and then leave that to cool. Now, we've got butter, garlic granules, heat that up, and then add your hot sauce. I've used Frank's, then 2 chicken breast. You're cooking them for about half an hour. Just check them that they're cooked, and then you want to shred them as seen here. So here I've just added corn flour and water. On the other side I've just added a bit of honey to that liquor that I was cooking the chicken in. Then you add that hot sauce to the corn flour, slowly heat it up, and then add your shredded chicken. So now onto the actual samosas themselves. So you want to cut them up into 6 equal sized balls, and then I'm using parchment paper just so you don't add any extra flour, and therefore because you could obviously dry them out, and then just roll them out, rather easy. And the idea is you're then going to cut them in half to then make your little samosas. Now definitely I can work on my technique here. There's different ways of doing this. This is the way that I've gone about it. So you crimp the side and then carefully hold it in your hand and then stuff it with chicken, and then you just wet the lip with a bit more water and then crimp them together. The key is obviously don't overload them because otherwise they're really hard to close, as I experienced while making these. It's also handy to have a little bowl of water nearby you just so you can clean your hands, because obviously if you're doing this on your own, to just make sure that your hands are cleanish when you're then crimping them. Otherwise it just gets really messy. Again, this is through trial and error while making all 12 of them. Now just checking it's all sealed, and then you just want to pinch the corners and then just fold them in on the sides. And again, for me personally, you just get slowly better and better as you do each one. Now onto the frying. So for the initial batch, I put the basket in the oil, if you have a basket that is, just otherwise it may stick to the actual basket. Now this first fry is going to be 160 Celsius for around 3 or 4 minutes until they start to turn a slightly golden colour. You also don't want to put too many in, otherwise you'll drop the temperature of the oil. Now obviously you're doing this in batches, so take each of them out and then do the next ones, and then you want to then turn the temperature up to 180 Celsius. Then you want to put them back in again for another 2 or 3 minutes until they go a nice deep golden brown. And then here you have the end result, that lovely blue cheese dip with the crispy samosas. And what I can't get over is just the noise as you just break them open. Yeah, that noise. And yeah, the flavor mix is just incredible. Really can't recommend these enough. Please do try them and let me know what you think.
Oh my God. Wow.